I'm JLPalmer with Get Curious, and I thank you for being here. Today, I'm taking a look at the analytics on my YouTube channel. And the reason I'm doing this is August I have dedicated to celebrating the guests that have already been on the show, taking a look at what has already been produced and shared and how it's been shared. And the concentration has been primarily on YouTube. So we've been putting the episodes through Substack. The RSS feed goes to YouTube from Substack, and then shorts, clips are made, and we produce shorts. So the YouTube channel is getting attention. It's close to, if not already past, 20,000 views. Now, that doesn't really say a lot. There's 17 subscribers for the channel. So it's a new channel. It's only been around since May. And just going forward through the balance of the year and into 2027, we're taking a look at what works, what doesn't, what's getting attention, what isn't. And I want to share some of that. So we have, I'm going to take a look at publications from, let's say, the last 90 days. And we're going to take a look at the number of views and the average view time, because things are changing with YouTube, and the view time is going to be different on the views that they're measuring. And I don't know what date that's changing. But taking a look at these analytics I thought was important, because then it also gives me the opportunity to share them with previous guests. So I'm going to share the screen where I'm already in the YouTube studio looking at the channel analytics. So here we are. You can see that it shows 19,878 views. So that's measuring the number of views for the channel as a whole. And it is giving me right now a report based on the entire content for the channel. Now, I probably could change this and see first 24-hour performance, like all different things that I could go and select here. But I'm going to sit with the views by content and the published date. So right now I'm looking at the channel, and it is showing me the top short. This is a short or a clip of a podcast episode that has been shared to bring attention to the episode as a whole. And this one by Chip Schultz. He's the author of a couple books, Every Dog Has Its Day, Reflections on Life, Love, and the Life, which I just finished reading. Thank you, Chip, for sending me the book. And he also sent me his other book called Small Decisions, Big Shifts, Navigating Life on Your Terms. Now, I did get into this, but Chip, I'm only on chapter 2, so I'm getting there. But again, thank you very much for both books. And so this 4-second clip has received 1,149 views. It's the top number of views for the clips. And then the next top is also one by Chip, a little longer, but it is tagged The Simple Rule for Better Relationships, and it's got 1,123 views. I should say the name of the other, just for people who are not actually seeing the channel and just hearing this, because I know that there are different ways to take in podcasts. So this other clip, the one that got the top number of views from Chip, was Dad Taught Me the Cost of One Assumption. So that was a great little piece from the episode. Now the third highest views on these clips was actually from West Towers, and we were talking about AI and deep fakes and the phrases exciting but terrifying reality. And so that one was 1,112 views. And then we get into some of the other guests. Terry, we have, I don't know why this isn't coming up. There we go. Terry Pruitt was a guest on the podcast too. And this crazy coincidence is Finding Family on Broadway was a clip, and this is 37 seconds, that got 933 views. So, and that was directly from the episode as well. And we have Dr. Jeffrey Bone, who wrote a book also, and I'm not finding the name right now. A Restless Human, I believe it's called. Anyway, we were talking about the loneliness isn't being alone, it's feeling misunderstood, which I very much agree with. I mean, there's a lot to be said about loneliness, and I actually shared on a podcast my view on loneliness and where it comes from. But this 14-second short here had 783 views. Okay, so I'm just going through these and I'm sharing them. So Alan Lazarus, we were talking about various different things during our conversation. And this clip, which is 18 seconds, talks about mom's wisdom, CEO or farmer, and where Alan talks about this bit that his mom had shared with him that has stayed with him and has encouraged him to aim high. So 752 views there. Now I'm going to skip because there's more from Dr. Jeffrey Bone here. Another clip, it's 9 seconds with 700 views. Back to Terry Pruitt with a clip that's 20 seconds with 699 views. And then we go to Ben Almost, and I call him my DIY guy because he's doing a podcast and talking about creating a podcast and all the failures, and the DIY where he's doing it all himself. So interviewing individuals and sharing that, but also taking on the tasks of all of podcasting without hiring outside help. And that's where I'm at as well. It's like I'm definitely not hiring outside help right now. I mean, not that that won't ever be a thing, but we're definitely still in the first year of creating the structure and all the framework for the podcast and making sure it feels like something I authentically want to create. And I know a lot of people don't really like the word authentic, but it needs to feel good for me. So here we go. The truth about starting a business from nothing is the clip, which is 25 seconds and 667 views. So there's more from Ben, and there's more from West Towers, and then we have back to Chip. There's a lot from that conversation with Chip, and then Jessica Donnell. We have a clip here that's 529 views. It's 41 seconds long, and she's talking about cringe before you binge related to podcasting. So I encourage you to check that out. But yeah, I think it's a lot of fun going through and seeing where the views are coming from. Here we have Eileen Marcus, and we had a conversation about so many different things. Eileen has also created the Eileen pan, the frying pan, which is a product she's bringing to market. And this 50-second short has 402 views, and the topic is welfare isn't government, it's your neighbor. So a new perspective on when she was working in government and trying to change the program there for help for those people who weren't working. And how that kind of came about was the perspective of, well, it's coming from your neighbor. Your neighbor is paying for you, not the government. So that was an interesting takeaway. Now, who else do we have here? We've already talked to Alan. We've already talked to Chip and Ben. And this one here. Now, this one snuck out because I haven't actually produced the podcast yet. I did set it up, and I think it went out, and I caught it after the fact. But this one here, you won't get patience. You'll be taught. So this is an interesting perspective, and I encourage you to catch this. It's 1 minute and 34 seconds long, and so longer than the other clips, but has 241 views, and the podcast hasn't even aired yet. So I really have to be careful about what goes out. I'm going to have to watch that and make sure it's actually got the content in it that I want to be producing. So here we go. Who else we got? Oh, JL Price. So this was a conversation, definitely about business, about legal structure, and the challenges that she had gone through that basically carved the path for her journey to be doing what she's doing now. And she talks about how she lost everything in 2008 and how it was one of her big lessons. So that one's got 150 views, and it's 30 seconds long. So this is fantastic feedback. I love going through analytics and figuring out where everything is coming from. I know there are a few people that I've interviewed that are not showing up here yet. Okay, this is a recent publication from me that has 96 views. It's 35 seconds, and it was me talking about basically my view on what Get Curious is all about and where the direction of the channel is going, and what I feel about curiosity and how it adds value. So it's nice to see that it's got some views. Oh, there's another one from Brian Blackman, from Rock Bottom to Viral Comeback. So 89 views on that one. I really have to go and make sure that content is good stuff there. All right, so another one from me. Who else have we got here? Alan. All right, Jessica. So I just wanted to share this because I'm looking at it this morning, but I'm also looking at a few other things, and I use vidIQ. Let me share this. And so I can actually go in and take a look at some of what has been produced and clips that I've created. So I actually click from every episode, and I can edit thumbnails, and I can do various different things in here. And it also gives me stats. So I like how I can link it to take a clip that I've produced and automatically share it to YouTube. So let's have a look here. I've got 2 here from that August 4th episode that I did. You see the little blue check mark. It shows me that I've linked it directly to YouTube Shorts. So published to YouTube Shorts. And I do go through and I listen to them before I publish them. And right now, everything is going to YouTube and YouTube Shorts. I don't really have anything going out on the other social media platforms that I have, although they are built. And so that's part of the direction for August, is taking a look at what is being produced, what is coming from the conversations, what clips are being generated through these services, and what clips I can generate on my own, and then what platforms they actually fit, because each platform has their specific culture. And that's something a lot of people don't necessarily take into consideration, is that um, a conversation that you may want to start with your content may be better on, say, LinkedIn than it would be on TikTok, or it would be better on Instagram than it would be on Facebook. And the reason for that is the nature of the content and the culture of the platform. So if you want to create engagement and not just blast out a bunch of content on various platforms, then it's important to understand the culture and fit the content to the culture of the platform. So that's where we're headed, and that's part of what I'm looking at today, August 19th. And I'm also very encouraged because we have some more podcast episodes scheduled, and we have more conversations that have been already recorded that are in editing. And walking into September, we definitely have some services to offer, and that is just going to change the nature of my podcasting going forward from May till August was definitely about doing and seeing and reflecting and deciding what direction and how to go about moving forward. So here we are, getting closer to September. We're getting closer to deciding how things will unfold, and definitely looking forward to sharing the knowledge that gets built organically from these conversations on various different platforms. Substack would definitely like Substack. It's great for producing podcasts as well as creating letters and sharing posts and building membership. But Skoll as well is where we're probably going to focus on building. I mean, the community links are already there. They're already being shared with a podcast guests, and looking at building courses there so that these podcasts and the lovely information coming out of them will be shared in a different way, and there will be a thread, because there's already organically a thread connecting the conversations just by keeping on theme with Get Curious and the nature of the guests that have come to the channel. So I think I'm going to play this as we end this episode. Let's just see what this says. Building something meaningful. Yes, that's definitely the direction and the focus of Get Curious. It's not just about having conversations and producing a conversation, but it's actually about building a knowledge base and creating information around it that helps support and helps people learn and add value to their lives. So, thank you for entertaining me. If you've listened, I look forward to bringing you more wonderful content, not just content, wonderful conversations that create uh, nice clips that go out, that engage, and hopefully, add value to your life. That is to be definitely to be meaningful is the goal. Thank you very much, and until next time, stay curious.